Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Thursday training session for how we can help you get more leads, convert more sales, and increase your profits in just a couple of quick minutes. So we're going to go a little bit old school today, and most of the things we've talked about have been all digital marketing, all things are online. We're going to go a little bit old school and talk about some things you can do in real life, in person, some more traditional methods. And for that, again, today's going to be about how do we get one lead and turn it into six. Okay. It's called our customer six pack. Now, somebody may be doing this. If you are, I'd love to hear back as to how well it's worked or where it hasn't worked or what you've tried. But if you haven't been doing this, or if you don't know about this strategy, then stick with me for just a few minutes, and we're going to show you how to turn one lead into six super easy without having to spend any extra money. So let's jump right into a quick screen share and show you how this works. All righty, so let's talk about how we get that first one on the board. So let's think about the next job you go and do. Customer lives right here. This is your shipment. This is your job, or this is your project. This is the job you're working through. This customer probably has somebody that lives next door to them. On either side, they've got someone that lives across the street. They got someone that's next to them, someone that's next to them. We've got, so that's one. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go and make sure when you're out giving a bid or completing a job for somebody, do you go and have conversations with all 6 of these houses? You can, spoiler alert, you can do more than that if you like, but these are the quickest ones, quickest and easiest ones. Let's go to these 6. Not terribly groundbreaking, but something that a lot of people I talk to just aren't doing, or maybe they used to do it and kind of fallen out of the habit. So let's get that done. Make sure you're having conversations with these neighbors. But as you do it, let's talk about ways you can show up correctly to get the most out of that practice. Okay. So we're going to talk to these people. The first principle that I want you to think about as you're having these conversations with these other neighbors is show up to serve, not to sell. Give you an example of what that might sound like. So you go and have a conversation. Let's say that this is a project that you're actually going to complete a bathroom remodel. You're going to be on site at that customer's home for a couple hours, or even for a day or two, whatever the case may be, or you're going to come back a couple different times. Go and talk to those neighbors. But the first conversation isn't, hey, would you like to have me sell you on something? Would you like to get a free estimate? Whatever. The first conversation is very simply to sell, to say, hey, want to let you know, we're going to be over at the Johnson's house. You may see some of our trucks or some of our vans driving by, or we might have to park in a place that may not be convenient for you. If that's the case, if that happens, will you please let me know? Here's my card. Okay. Now, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to call you with that complaint, but just because you're taking the time to show up to serve, you're cognizant of how your vans and your trucks may affect their lives, or they're driving in and out of the street, or they're parking or not. That's going to show that you care about them and that you're building up some goodwill and rapport that way. All right. So show up and have that service mindset first as you're engaging with these neighbors right away. Second, have something to leave behind for future. So as you're having that conversation, the first time it's just, hey, here's my card. You've already done that. Let me know if our vans get in the way, or if they're parked in a place that doesn't work for you, or if anything happens, or if any debris falls out and it's not where you want it, if it blows into your yard, whatever the case may be. Okay. But then you should go back after you finish the job. Then you can take some pictures of the job you just did. Again, maybe you put in some flooring, maybe you replace their HVAC, whatever it is that you did for them. I know I've got a lot of folks that are in a lot of different industries that are watching this. So again, let them know, hey, we were just at the Johnsons and we took care of this. Check it out. Wanted to show you, so you can see what we did and see the quality work that we did. Is there anything in your house that needs some help? And then you can go and have that next conversation, but you're really showing them off, showing some of the quality that you did, and you're doing it relevant, and say, by the way, since we're out here in the neighborhood, here's what we can do for you while we're here. And you can leverage that into another follow-on conversation. Simple, straightforward tactics that are built on service first to build some trust. That's going to allow you to have the conversation later about how you can sell to them later. Now, again, as you show up for that second visit, if you didn't already do this on the front end, give them something to take behind, some kind of brochure, flyer, handout that explains and shows why your company's better than anybody else out there. If you need some help coming up with what that should look like, that leave behind that flyer. We call them lead magnets in what we do. Then drop a comment, let me know that's something we can help. We won't cover that all in depth today, but there's ways we can help you make sure that those leave behind or those flyers are going to convert at a much higher rate than the average bear. So hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know how it goes. And again, if you need some help, drop us a comment or reach out and we'll happy to get you going on getting one lead and turning it into 6. We'll see you next time.